Here it is, guys, the sports card hobby once again making an absolute joke of itself. This video I'm going to show you is Michael Harris II going undercover at the Culture Collision card show that takes place in Atlanta every year. I'm not sure which one this was. It was one of the recent ones, I believe. But let's go ahead and dive right into this and take a look and see exactly how the sports card hobby is an absolute joke.
What's up? This is Michael Harris II. I'm here at Culture Collision. I'm about to go undercover with Topps.
Oh yeah, I look like a Leroy.
Oh, and let's check out the floor.
What are you looking for today?
Do you know if you have any Michael Harrises? Do you have any Braves players? Can I see these two cards? Thank you.
We've got a couple of Acuna, Mr. Harris.
Oh,
Everything Michael Harris is like long gone.
I think it's worth it.
If you like Michael Harris, I think he's good.
This right here, from what we've seen so far, is exactly spot on for what you typically see. Obviously, they've edited this video down a little bit, but this is exactly what you find when you talk to dealers at card shows for the most part. Always trying to create the sense of urgency and tell you that the player that you're looking for, so in this case, the Michael Harris cards are already long gone because everyone's buying up that specific player, although I'm sure his market compared to Ronald Acuna Jr., not quite as big. And then the second guy here telling him that if you are a fan of Michael Harris Jr., then you should definitely be buying because the guy's a stud. But again, we see absolutely no evidence as to why. A lot of these guys will just tell you anything to be able to sell you the card. They're just whatever player you're looking for, that's what they're trying to sell you. They're not trying to lay out all of the options, get you to buy anything else. None of these guys recognize him either, too. He basically put a little bit of facial hair on. He looks a little bit older. He's got a hat on, and none of these guys seem to recognize him until you'll see here at the very end, finally somebody does figure it out.
What can you tell me about this guy?
That's his first Bowman Chrome autograph.
Okay.
That is the one everybody's after.
Again, absolutely love this. Michael Harris asks, what can you tell me about this guy? And he specifically says that's his first Bowman Chrome autograph. That's the one that everyone's after. So he's telling you about the hobby. He's telling you that people are chasing that specific type of cards, but gave absolutely no information about Michael Harris, the player himself. Basically, all of these dealers just know what's hot. That's what they know. They know what products are new and what people are chasing and what they are looking for as far as like a Bowman Chrome first card, a rookie card, an autograph. They basically know those kinds of things, but don't know anything about the specific players, what kind of roles that they have on the teams that they're on, you know, where they're at and where they rank among the all-time greats and why people should be buying one player versus another. Now, this might be kind of a tough example because you are talking to the man himself, so you don't really want to dog Michael Harris as a player because he's still a Major League Baseball player. He's obviously great at baseball, but you don't want to be dogging him, but you do have to make people aware at a sports card show what they're buying and kind of get a little bit more into details and wonder, you know, what are you buying this card for? Are you looking just to buy it to be able to flip it and make a little bit of money? Are you a serious collector? Do you just like this player? You know, are you a long-term investor like some of the people that we've seen in the hobby? I mean, what are you buying it for? Because if you're a long-term investor, there could be a better time to buy this where you could save yourself a little bit of money. This is one way that I feel like the sports card hobby, the sports card industry is way different than a lot of other ones. In other settings, business settings and things, you may do that. You may get to know your customer a little bit better. But in sports cards, it's like you're just trying to jam everything that you can down their throat, make a quick flip, and then move on. And it's really shady, and it's just a really bad look for the hobby.
Because he was super hot right off the bat. So that's why you go Acuna.
He's a good guy and all, but I was trying to get the hot seller. This has some pretty good value, you say, right?
Well, that's up to Mr. Harris.
Maybe we should ask him.
That's absolutely hilarious. So Michael Harris asks about the value for his own sports cards. The guy straight up tells him that's up to Mr. Harris, and he says maybe we should ask him. At this point, you would think the guy would be getting a little bit suspicious, but obviously he hasn't caught up here. We are going to see in a minute, though. He finally realizes who he's talking to.
I've been hearing about this guy a little bit. Does he kind of look like me?
I can't tell him.
Oh.
The way that this guy said that and then took off his glasses and kind of looked away, his body language is just saying that he is over this interaction. This guy wants nothing to do with this conversation, thinks that this is just some random dude who's talking his ear off but is not going to buy anything anyways. You can tell he's totally disconnected. I can't stand when dealers do this. I was a dealer personally. I went and set up at a lot of shows, tried to like get to know people and kind of talk to them a bit more, but if I walked up to a table and a guy was kind of like brushing me off like that, I would just not even do business with this guy, period. Just such a bad look. But anyways.
He was a slow start last year, but he came on strong.
Okay. Do we look alike?
Oh, no, it's not good.
Nice to meet you, Leroy.
You're Michael Harris, aren't you?
All right, hey, they finally figured out who they were talking to. So this is actually pretty funny. It's a hilarious interaction. I kind of love this content. It gives us an interesting perspective from both sides, right? We can see what it's like for a Major League Baseball player to go to a card show, experience the hobby, and also look for his own cards and kind of talk to some people about himself without them just knowing right off the bat that that's who it is. We also get to see from the other side how dealers set up and what kind of pitches they use when trying to work with someone. They have no idea that this is actually him, but just a random customer at a card show and try to sell them the cards that they're looking for. I think it's a really cool insight. It's definitely a little bit different content that we're used to seeing, I feel like, but if we saw more of this stuff, I think it would be really great for the hobby. So if you guys like that, drop a comment below. Let me know what you thought. Like the video, and I will catch you next time.